I didn't find out my boyfriend of 5 years was cheating because he confessed. I found out because 3 women messaged me within 10 minutes, while I was 4 months pregnant, and wearing the ring he gave me to help him stay in this country. One of them thought I was his cousin. One of them thought I was already gone. One of them thought I knew everything. I didn't. But the worst part wasn't the cheating. It was realizing he wasn't panicking. He was already lying. And by the time I understood why he proposed to me in the first place, karma suddenly felt way too slow. I'm sitting on the bathroom floor when my phone starts buzzing on the counter. Not ringing, buzzing, over and over, face down. Like it knows better. I'm 4 months pregnant. My stomach is tight in that way that makes me wonder if it's stress or something worse. My left hand is shaking so hard I have to press it against the cold tile just to steady it. I don't pick up the phone. I already know who it is. It's him, my fiancé, the man who proposed to me 3 weeks ago, with a ring that still leaves a dent on my finger. I flip the phone over anyway. It's not him. It's a message request on Instagram from a woman I don't follow. No profile picture. New account, 1 post. 0 followers. The message is short. Hey, I'm sorry to do this like this, but I think we're dating the same guy. My chest locks up, like my lungs suddenly forgot how to work. I don't cry. I don't scream. I just stare at the screen until my vision blurs and my ears start ringing. Like I stood up too fast. Another message comes in before I can even respond. He told me you were his cousin. I let out this sharp, broken laugh that doesn't feel human, because 5 minutes earlier I was Googling wedding venues. Because an hour earlier he kissed my stomach and told our baby, I'm gonna protect you forever. Because 3 weeks ago, he got down on one knee and cried about how much America meant to him. I scroll. Screenshots start loading. His number, his car, his apartment. The same hoodie I bought him at Target because he said it reminded him of home. His words, his promises, his heart emojis. My hands go numb. I type back 1 word. How long? The reply comes instantly. Almost a year? A year. My brain does the math without asking permission. A year covers Christmas, my birthday, the night I told him. I was pregnant and he went quiet for just half a second too long before smiling. Another message pops up. I didn't know about you, I swear. But there's something else you should know. Before I can ask what, my phone buzzes again. Different app. WhatsApp. Unknown number. Hi, I don't know how to say this, but I was told you deserve the truth. My legs give out completely. I slide down the cabinet until I'm back on the floor, my back against the tub. The tile feels freezing now. 3 dots appear, disappear, appear again. He's been seeing me too. I press my palm to my stomach like I can protect the baby from this moment. 5 years of shared rent, shared passwords, shared plans. 5 years of me believing I was safe. That's when his name lights up my screen. My fiancé. The man who proposed because he couldn't imagine his future without me. The man whose immigration lawyer emailed me yesterday saying congratulations. I let it ring. And while it rings, this memory cuts through me like glass. My ex. Years ago, wrapping his hands before a fight. An MMA fighter. Dangerous, yes, but honest. I left him because I wanted normal. The call stops. A text comes through. Why are random girls messaging me saying you're harassing them? My stomach drops, because that's when I realize something worse than cheating. He's already controlling the story. I stare at my contacts list. My thumb hovers over one name I swore I'd never touch again. And for the first time, the thought feels clear. Karma isn't coming fast enough. The screen dims. I tap the name. And right before the call connects, someone knocks on my front door. The knock comes again. 3 sharp hits. Too confident, too sure. I don't move at first. My phone is still pressed to my ear, the call barely connecting. The screen glowing with my ex's name like a warning label. Hello? He says. His voice is calm, lower than I remember. Why are you calling me? I whisper. I can't talk. Someone's at my door. Another knock, louder. My chest tightens. I tiptoe to the hallway and look through the peephole. It's him, my fiancé, smiling, like nothing is wrong. I pull the door open just enough to step into the frame, keeping the chain on. He looks relieved when he sees me, like he's been rehearsing concern in the car. There you are, he says softly. You scared me. My mouth opens, but nothing comes out. He glances past me into the apartment. Why aren't you answering your phone? I don't answer. He sighs, rubbing his face, performing stress. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but some girls are saying you're messaging them. My lawyer called. This can't happen right now. That word hits me. Lawyer, not fiancé, not baby, not us. I step back and let the door close. I slide the deadbolt without breaking eye contact. His smile fades just a little. What are you doing? He asks. I walk back to the bathroom and sit on the edge of the tub. My ex is still on the line, breathing quietly, like he knows better than to interrupt. I need help, I finally say. There's a pause. Then, are you safe? I look at the bathroom mirror. My face is pale. My eyes look older. My hand is still shaking. I don't know, I say. Outside the door, my fiancé knocks again. Softer now, controlled. Open the door, he says. We need to talk. My ex's voice changes, sharpens. Who is that? The man who got me pregnant, I say. And lied about it. Silence. Say quickly. Too quickly. You can't. Too late, he says. Send me the address. I hang up before I can change my mind. My phone buzzes immediately. A text from my fiancé. Please don't do this. You're overreacting. Overreacting. I sit there staring at the words when another message pops up. Instagram again. Different woman this time. I just found out about you. He proposed to me last summer. I feel something shift inside my chest. Not panic this time. Clarity. I stand up and walk to the kitchen. I open his laptop. He never logged out. I never checked before because I trusted him. There's a folder on the desktop, titled Document Inside are scans, emails, forms, immigration paperwork. And my name is everywhere. Sponsor affidavit. Proof of relationship. Photos I didn't know he uploaded. Messages he cherry-picked. Dates he adjusted. I scroll. There's a second folder. Backup. Inside are screenshots of texts with other women. Labeled by name, by date, like inventory. The knock stops. My phone rings again. This time it's his lawyer. I don't answer. Because at that exact moment, my door handle starts to turn. And I realize he didn't come here to apologize. He came to make sure I stayed quiet. The door handle rattles harder. Not a knock this time, pressure. My heart slams so fast it makes me dizzy. I grab my phone and back away from the door, every instinct screaming that something has shifted, and I miss the moment it happened. Open the door, he says low and tight. You're making this worse. I press my back against the wall, my palm flat over my stomach. The baby kicks, soft, confused, and it nearly breaks me. I need space, I say through the door. My voice sounds thin, weak. I hate that. You don't, he snaps. Then he catches himself. His tone smooths out. You're emotional. You're pregnant. Let's just talk like adults. There it is. The first time he's used my pregnancy against me. I slide down to the floor and open my phone again. Missed calls from his lawyer. 3. A voicemail. I don't play it. Instead, I text my ex my address. No explanation. Just the location. Outside, the handle stops moving. I hear him exhale. Then silence. Too much silence. I crawl to the peephole and look out. He's standing there, phone pressed to his ear, pacing. His jaw is clenched. He's not panicking. He's calculating. My phone buzzes again. A text from him. If you don't open this door, you're going to ruin everything we've built. Everything he's built. My chest tightens as a memory surfaces last year. Had dinner when he joked about how lucky he was to find an American girl with no baggage. Everyone laughed. I laughed too. I wasn't laughing now. I go back to the laptop. My hands feel steadier than they should. I start forwarding files to my own email. Immigration forms, screenshots, timelines. Evidence. That's when I see it. A message thread I missed before, dated from 2 months ago, right around the time I told him I was pregnant. Her. What if she finds out? Him. She won't. She needs me. And even if she does, she won't do anything. My vision tunnels. Needs me. Won't do anything. The doorbell rings suddenly, loud and aggressive. I jump, my elbow slamming into the counter. Open up! He yells now. No softness left. This is getting ridiculous. My neighbor's door across the hall cracks open. I see an eye. Then it shuts again. I realize with a sick certainty that he chose this apartment on purpose. Thin walls. No doorman. No cameras in the hallway. My phone vibrates. A text from my ex. I'm 5 minutes away. Relief hits me so hard my knees weaken. Then fear follows right behind it. Because I remember exactly why I left him. Because I know what happens when he feels like someone crossed a line. Outside, my fiancé's voice drops to a whisper meant only for me. If you embarrass me, he says, I will make sure you regret it. The doorbell rings again. And then I hear footsteps in the hallway. Heavy ones. Approaching fast. The footsteps stop just outside my door. My hand is pressed against my stomach. My breath caught somewhere between panic and fury. I slide the chain open just a crack enough to peek out. He's there. Smiling. Not a normal smile. Cold, sharp. The kind that feels like it's cutting through your chest. You really think you can hide from me? He says. I step back. My thumb hovers over the deadbolt. My mind flashes to my ex driving here, 5 minutes away. My chest aches with urgency. Then the hallway light flickers. For just a second, I swear I see movement behind him. A shadow. You've been messaging other women, he says, shaking his head. Do you even know what you're doing to me? To us? I grit my teeth. My voice trembles. Us? You call this us? He pauses, like I stabbed him. I've built a life here. You don't understand. I understand exactly, I whisper. You proposed just to get a green card. His jaw tightens. The shadows seem to lean closer. I hear my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. Then the doorknob rattles violently. I glance at the kitchen counter. My phone buzzes. My ex. I'm outside. Don't open it. I take a deep breath, steadying myself. My hands are shaking so badly I can barely type. I type back, he's here. I don't know what to do. His reply is instant. Stay calm. Wait. I'm coming inside. Don't let him know you called me. I glance back at the door. My fiancé is trying the handle again. Harder this time. Anger building. And then a knock. Slow. Confident. Purposeful. It's not him. Someone else. I freeze. Because now I realize the hallway isn't empty. I can hear my own pulse. The slow knock comes again. This time louder, firm, demanding. I peek through the peephole. No one. Just the faint reflection of the hallway light. But the sound? It's coming closer. I back away. The baby kicks sharply, almost like it knows something is wrong. I glance at the laptop. The files are open. The evidence is there. Immigration forms. Cheating screenshots, messages, everything. I start to forward them to a secure email, my hands still trembling. Then the door handle rattles again. Not just him. Someone else is trying it from the outside. A thought hits me. This apartment isn't as safe as I thought. No security cameras. Thin walls. I could be trapped. My phone vibrates. A text from my ex. I'm 5 minutes away. Don't let him see me calling you. I glance at the peephole again. Shadows stretch across the hallway. Movement. Someone is walking toward the stairs. The chain snaps back. I stumble. My chest tightens. Then I hear a voice. Low, dangerous, coming from behind the door. You really think you can hide this from me? My stomach drops. Not my fiancé's voice. Another voice. Calm, controlled, familiar. My turn, it says. I freeze. My brain latches onto the sound. It's him, my ex. The MMA fighter. And suddenly the hallway feels small. Too small for all of us. I don't move. My heart is hammering so loud I'm sure they can hear it through the door. The chain rattles. My fiancé's voice is sharp now, panicked. You stay where you are, he yells. I'm not playing games. I can hear my ex outside. Calm, steady, every step deliberate. I just want her safe, he says low, almost a growl. Let me handle this. Safe. That word twists in my chest. Safe from him. Safe from what I've trusted for 5 years. Safe from the lies, the promises, the cheating. I back up toward the bathroom. My laptop is open. The evidence. My thumb hovers over the keyboard. Send, forward, secure. I have to protect myself. The baby. The door handle rattles violently again. My fiancé is trying to force it open. Stop lying to me, he shouts. I can't believe you. A sharp knock from the other side of the hallway cuts him off. I said leave her alone, my ex's voice says. Closer this time. Strong, controlled, dangerous. Something inside me shifts. Fear turns into something else. Anger, clarity. I type one last email, forwarding all the files to a secure account. Screenshots, forms, dates, every lie cataloged. Outside I hear a pause. My fiancé curses under his breath. Then silence. A moment later, footsteps retreat, but not too far. He's still there, pacing, waiting, calculating. I exhale, shaky, holding my stomach. The baby kicks, hard, almost like it senses the tension in the room. Then my phone buzzes, my ex. I'm at the door. Can you open now? I glance at the peephole. He's standing there, calm, towering, everything my fiancé is not. I take a deep breath. My hands shake, but I open the door. The hallway feels smaller, darker, like the air itself is warning me. Go inside, my ex says quietly. I'll handle him. I step back, and then the front door bursts open. My fiancé pushes past the chain, eyes wild, voice screaming. And just like that, the fight is about to begin. The apartment feels like it's shrinking. My fiancé is inside, shouting, his hands raised, pacing like a predator ready to strike. My ex steps in, calm, collected, like a storm waiting to break. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't yell. But the tension is enough to make my chest feel like it's being squeezed in a vice. Back off, my ex says quietly, but every word hits like a punch. My fiancé laughs, bitter, deranged. You think you can protect her? You don't know her. She's mine! Mine, my ex repeats flat. No, she's not anyone's. Not yours. Not me. She's hers. The words echo in the apartment. I feel a strange sense of relief, but also terror. My hands are shaking. I clutch my stomach. The baby kicks sharply. I whisper, please be okay. Then my fiancé lunges, fast, anger, fury, betrayal. My ex sidesteps him effortlessly. Not just sidesteps. He moves like he's anticipating every attack. His hand flicks my fiancé's wrist. The man stumbles. My ex doesn't hit him hard, just enough to show control. You're done, my ex says calmly. Leave her alone. My fiancé's chest heaves, his face red. You can't stop me! She's mine! I step in, trembling. Stop, both of you! But it doesn't stop. I watch as my ex pins him against the wall. Not cruelly, controlled, precise. Like he's not just stopping him. He's sending a message. And then my fiancé laughs through rage. You think this proves anything? You can't save her from me. I can ruin everything. My stomach drops. I know what he means. The paperwork, the visas, the lies he's already set in motion. I look at my ex, his jaw tight, his fists relaxed, but his eyes are dangerous, protective. The room goes silent. Only the sound of my shallow breathing. And then the fire alarm starts. Not a warning, not a test. Full blast, shrieking. Smoke from the oven? No. Someone's outside, flashing lights through the hallway windows. My fiancé's world is starting to crumble. I clutch my stomach, panicked, and think, this is chaos. But maybe, just maybe, karma is catching up faster than I expected. But it isn't over, because my fiancé's glare locks on me, furious and calculating. And I realize, he's not just dangerous, he's unpredictable. And now I'm in the middle of it. The fire alarm blares. My ears ring. My heart hammers so loud I can barely think. My fiancé is frozen, eyes darting between me and my ex. The flashing hallway lights make him look unstable, desperate. You think flashing lights scare me? He yells. You think some alarm changes anything? I built everything here. I press my hands to my stomach, terrified the baby will feel this chaos too. My ex steps forward, slow, calm, every movement deliberate. You've already lost control, he says. His voice is ice over fire. And you don't get to threaten her anymore. My fiancé laughs, but it's different this time. Hysterical. Broken. You don't understand. She's mine! All of this, everything we planned, it's mine. I feel bile rise in my throat. I think about the Instagram messages. The other women, the screenshots, the lies. I speak before thinking. It's not yours. He freezes like I slapped him. His face twists. Rage, betrayal, fear. You don't know what you're saying. I glare at him. I know exactly what you are. You cheated on me with 3 women while I was 4 months pregnant. You proposed to get a green card. Everything about us was a lie. The words hang in the room. My ex's eyes flick to mine, approving, protective. But I notice something else. My fiancé's gaze, cold, sharp, calculating his next move. You think this ends here? He spits. You think karma fixes anything fast enough? I can ruin everything you love. All of it. I glance at my laptop. Evidence. Forwarded to a secure. Email. Screenshots. Immigration forms. Proof of lies. I have the upper hand now, but it doesn't feel like enough. My ex takes a step forward. Almost a warning. You've lost her trust. You've lost control. Leave. Now. My fiancé hesitates. Then lunges, not at me, but at my ex. I scream. The room erupts into chaos. Glass shatters somewhere. Coffee table. Lamp, I don't know. The baby kicks violently. And then, my phone buzzes. Unknown number. I pick it up, a text. He's not the only one. There's more you need to know. My chest tightens. More lies, more women, more secrets? I glance at my ex. He looks at me silent, waiting. And I realize what I thought was over has only just begun. The front door is open, and shadows move in the hallway. The shadows in the hallway move closer, slow and deliberate. My fiancé freezes, his eyes scanning, trying to calculate. My ex steps in front of me, protective, but I can see the tension in his shoulders. He's ready to fight, but he's not reckless. The text buzzes again on my phone. Unknown number. You don't know the half of it. Check your email. My stomach twists. I open my secure email. Dozens of new screenshots, conversations, and images flood the screen. The other women. Dates. Plans. Lies I didn't even know existed. He had been living 2 lives for years. And somehow, one of these women, had discovered everything and decided to warn me. My fiancé snarls, realizing I've seen it all. What is that? He demands. What are you looking at? I don't answer. I scroll faster. Each screenshot is a dagger. Every conversation confirms what I already felt. Betrayal? Manipulation, cruelty, and cold calculation. He steps toward me. I back up. My ex moves faster, grabbing his arm, pinning him against the wall. Not hurting him, but controlling him. You're done, my ex says quietly. No more lies. No more threats. My fiancé twists, trying to break free. You can't stop me. I can still ruin everything. I glance at my phone again. Another text. You need to decide. Do you want to fight him, or let him dig his own grave? My hands shake. My heart races. The baby kicks sharply. I clutch my stomach, breathing fast. Suddenly, a loud crash from the kitchen. My fiancé shoved a chair against the counter, trying to reach the laptop. I realize he's desperate, dangerous. He's willing to destroy anything to keep control. And then I see my ex's hand. Strong, calm, controlled. He grabs the laptop before my fiancé can reach it. sliding it behind him like a shield. "You're done here," my ex says again. His tone leaves no room for argument. For a second, everything stops. Silence. The alarm still blaring, flashing hallway lights, shattered glass. And then my fiancé does something I didn't expect. He laughs, a low manic laugh. "You think this is over?" He whispers. "You think you've won? This isn't the end. Not by a long shot." I feel cold. The weight of reality hits me. He isn't just lying. He isn't just cheating. He's dangerous. And for the first time, I realize I might not survive this without help. My ex steps closer. "We fix this now. You don't get a second chance." I nod, but deep down I know what comes next might leave no one unscathed. The front door swings open slightly. A shadow slips in behind him. Another presence. I freeze, and then I hear a voice I didn't expect. The shadow in the doorway steps forward. My stomach drops. It's one of the other women. The one who had texted me first. The one who said, "I think we're dating the same guy." She's holding something. Papers, screenshots, evidence. She glances at me, then at my fiancé, her face hard, determined. "You've caused enough," she says, her voice steady, final. My fiancé laughs again. Low, chilling, insane. "You think 3 women can stop me?" I step back, clutching my stomach. The baby kicks violently. Panic spikes. My ex steps between us, arms wide. "We're done here. You're done lying, cheating, threatening. Walk out or I promise it won't end well for you." He glares at my fiancé. Controlled, dangerous, unshakable. For a second it looks like my fiancé will charge. He glares, screams, and then something in him snaps. He slams his hand against the wall, steps back, and glares at me. Rage, humiliation, fear. I see it all. "I'll be back," he hisses. "You think this is over? I can ruin everything. You, your family, your life." And then he leaves, fast, furious, calculating. The hallway goes silent except for the fire alarm still blaring in the background. I slump against the wall, shaking. My ex kneels beside me, putting a hand on my shoulder. "It's over, for now. You're safe." I nod, but my mind races. I'm not sure if I believe it. I can still see his eyes, the madness behind them, the lies he's capable of. The other woman turns to me. "You need to be careful. He doesn't forgive. He doesn't forget. But at least now, you know the truth." I nod again, too tired to speak. My hands still shake. My phone buzzes, another text. "Unknown number. We're not done. Watch your back." I clutch my stomach. The baby kicks again. I whisper, "I'll protect you." Outside, the city hums as if nothing happened. And inside, I realize there's no perfect ending. No clean closure. No guaranteed safety. Only decisions, choices, and the bitter knowledge that the man I loved is still out there, still dangerous. I sit on the bathroom floor, back against the wall, heart racing, shaking. And for the first time in years, I don't know who I can trust. And maybe that's the point. The screen fades to black in my mind. The future feels uncertain. The baby kicks again. Life goes on. But the scars, they will last forever.